The show starts with a continuation from episode 1, where we see Wanda and Vision sleeping peacefully. Suddenly, a very loud noise comes from outside, which they think was the sound of lightning, but only Wanda noticed it. Vision tells her that maybe she imagined it. But then it happens again, and Vision also gets scared. After that, Wanda uses her magic to merge both their beds into one. They both discuss how their neighborhood is deteriorating, how crime is increasing in the city which is out of control. Then they finally decide to sleep, thinking that maybe the noise was due to the tree branch hitting the chess set. In the next scene, the next day, they are shown practicing for a magic show because a fundraising event was going to happen in their neighborhood for the children. Remember this, for the children, because it's going to play a very big role later. Their neighbors were also going to participate in that fundraising event, and Wanda and Vision also decide to participate in that show by performing a magic act. The only reason behind this decision was that they wanted to mingle with the people of their neighborhood. In their performance, they were going to make Wanda disappear with the help of a box, which is a basic technique where there's an additional chamber behind the box where Wanda would hide. After Vision says abracadabra. After this scene, Vision leaves from there for his work. Some time after he leaves, Wanda hears a noise from outside, which makes her nervous. She goes outside and sees a helicopter crashed in those bushes. The strange thing was that in this entire black and white frame, the color of this helicopter appeared red to her. And before I go ahead, I would like to share a fan theory with you. So, what do you think? Could this be it? Because this helicopter that we saw, maybe it came here at night. And when Wanda felt this unknown thing in her fake reality, she unintentionally turned it into a toy helicopter. From this theory, a very interesting story came to my mind, which I will share with you in the next video. So, subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon because I am sure you won't want to miss that video. That story is going to be really interesting. Moving on, Wanda was confused seeing that helicopter when her neighbor, Agnes, arrives there. Agnes tells her that she has brought a rabbit for Wanda to help in her magic performance. Basically, we're talking about the magic trick of pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Then, while talking, they go to the house of the lady who is managing this event being organized in this neighborhood, whose name is Dottie. Before moving forward, let me tell you, all these characters are being shown for the first time. And the story is as confusing for you as it is for those who have seen the episode. So don't panic if you don't understand something. Boys, relax, just relax and enjoy the story because all these mysteries will be solved later. How is Vision alive? What is all this happening? When did Wanda and Vision get married? And why doesn't anyone in Westview know about Wanda and Vision before? Because they were quite popular Avengers. So I'll say again, just sit back and enjoy the story. All your doubts will be cleared in the upcoming episodes. Just don't miss any video in between because I am going to explain everything in order. Here, look, Lady Dottie is the most important person in this group because all events are organized only with her permission. But here, due to the events in their meeting, Wanda and Dottie don't become very close. I'm Wanda, I stammers, and yet, they all meet here and discuss the details of the talent show happening in their neighborhood. Meanwhile, in another scene, on the other side, Vision is shown arriving at his city's Western Public Library, where he sees some people from his city sitting and discussing something. But he wasn't invited there, yet he sits down because some of his office colleagues were also present there. And there, a man offers Vision a chewing gum, which Vision can't refuse and accidentally swallows it. Now, because Vision's body is a complete mechanical device, the chewing gum gets stuck in his system, causing some glitches. And being a robot, that chewing gum has a very bad impact on him, which we will see later. The next scene shifts to Dottie's house where all the other ladies have left, so only Wanda and Dottie are present there. We get to see a little clash between them, but then suddenly some voice starts coming from the radio. Wanda, who is doing this to you? Wanda. And before Wanda could understand anything, that radio blasts and the glass in Dottie's hand also breaks. And here again, a weird thing happened, which is that in the entire black and white scenario, we saw Dottie's blood in red color. Wanda gets very scared by this because this was the second time in the same day that she heard an unknown voice, then seeing the red of that helicopter, and now seeing the red of Dottie's blood. Where in episode 1 we saw an advertisement in the middle for a Stark toaster. Right after this blood scene, we saw an advertisement for a Strucker watch, which also had the Hydra logo on it. Sorry, guys, in episode 1, I forgot to mention the Stark toaster. First, I thought I would tell it at the end of the episode, but in the end, I just forgot, don't know how. I'm really sorry. So after this advertisement, the fundraiser event starts where everyone starts presenting their performances one by one. And if you remember, in the middle of the video, I asked you to notice one thing, which was for the children. And we heard this thing many times during this entire fundraiser event for the children, for the children, for the children. In the next scene, Wanda was waiting for Vision, who was very late. And when Vision arrives, he was staggering because that chewing gum was stuck in his system. But Wanda didn't know about it yet. When Wanda and Vision come on stage for their performance, Vision's condition, because of the chewing gum, was like a drunkard who was doing all sorts of strange things. Maybe he ate some intoxicating chewing gum. Anyway, he was doing very bizarre things. For example, in the name of magic, he started using his real abilities, like flying in the air. But so that people don't find out that they have real superpowers, Wanda covers those tricks with her magic, like tying the flying Vision with a rope so that people think he is not actually flying but is hanging in the air because of that rope. After this, when Vision lifts the piano, Wanda, to cover it up, turns that piano into a cardboard with the help of her powers and says that there wasn't an actual piano here, but it was just a cardboard. People were accepting all this, but then Vision pulls a hat out of his stomach, but Wanda somehow covers this too. Doing such tricks, their performance moves forward, and when it's time for the box act shown at the start of the show, Vision closes the box without Wanda going inside it. On this, people get excited and start shouting, "What is in the box?" because they think the trick is about to happen where they will take something out of the box, whereas the original plan was to make Wanda disappear after she goes inside the box. Now, since Wanda wasn't inside, to meet people's expectations, Wanda brings a lady who was standing behind the stage into the box. Well, in this performance, Wanda and Vision's names were Glamour and Illusion, which is a direct reference from the comics, which I will talk about in a separate video. Because of their weird but mind-blowing performance, they get the award for the best performance. And because of their performance, the disagreement between Wanda and Dottie also somehow vanishes. After this performance, Wanda scans Vision and finds out about the chewing gum, and she removes it, after which everything becomes normal. After this, we are shown the weirdest scene of the show so far. When both of them return to their home, here they find out that Wanda is pregnant. The secret behind her pregnancy and why all these weird things were happening here, I am going to tell all this in my next video. So don't miss that video at all. So, after telling the news of her pregnancy, they were about to end the evening with a loving, well, you know, or maybe were about to start, you understand, right? You understand, don't you? Whatever they were about to do, but in the meantime, a noise comes from outside, and they both go out where a man emerges from the gutter, with many flies around him, and on the back of his suit was the symbol of an organization shown in Marvel Comics, SWORD. Seeing this, Wanda says, "No," and as soon as she says no, everything reverses and goes back to the scene where they were about to kiss. And just after that, everything that was in black and white till now becomes colored. Seeing their colored atmosphere, it must have happened, maybe, and suddenly everything becomes colored. And Wanda hears a voice again, "Wanda, who is doing this to you?" But she can't answer it, and with another kiss between Vision and Wanda, this episode ends. Everything that is happening here, who was the man coming out of the gutter, and what is the meaning of these ads shown between every episode? To know all this, stay connected with my WandaVision playlist on my channel, because no matter how few views come, with this playlist, I am going to explain the entire WandaVision show to you. So stay tuned.